How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here, and welcome back to another great game in a World of Tanks Xbox One Edition post-update 6.0. Today I'm going to be driving in the Caernarvon Action X, a Tier 8 British premium heavy tank. It's got crazy DPM, this little thing. It does have a little pew-pew gun. It's got AP rounds that have 226 millimeters of penetration, dealing 230 points of damage on average each pen. And then it has 258 millimeters of penetration for the APCR premium rounds that you get, dealing the same amount of damage as the standard AP rounds. And then you get the high explosive, which can only pen up to 42 millimeters, or 25% higher than that. Or is the RNG changed now? I don't know. And then 280 damage if you manage to pen the target with your measly 42 millimeters of penetration. Dispersion values at 100 meters, 0.32, not bad. Aim time, 2.3, not great. Not great. However, with all the equipment that you can put on this thing, I would recommend whatever the fuck it's called, stabilizers, as well as the decreased loading time for both the equipment slot and the crew member, because we can do that now, apparently. And that will make this thing's DPM bonkers. And in addition to this, it's base DPM in World of Tanks PC, which, as we all know, and if you don't know, I'm including this fact right now, just so you do know, we usually get tanks that are nerfed from PC to console. So if it goes to PC, every time a tank gets handed down to console, it usually gets nerfed in some way, whether it be DPM or armor, or in some not up-to-date version of the tank the console users get. It's not great, but that's a rant for another video. What else do we got? We got 36.3 top speed forward, 12 kilometers an hour. Reverse speed, pretty slow, but that's fine. It's a heavy tank. View range is 380. Fire chance is 20%. That kind of sucks. Gun depression is great, though, at 10 degrees. Gun elevation is 20 degrees. Lots of other things that we don't care about. The hull traverse and, well, I guess the turret traverse is 37.5 degrees a second. That's very decent, very quick, in my opinion. Not very quick, but quick enough for a heavy tank. So yeah, obviously put on an extinguisher if you use all 10 degrees of gun depression that this tank offers. You can pretty much guarantee no one will pen you in your own tier unless they get exceedingly lucky with RNG, because even your mantlet at the, well, I guess the turret part of the tank, its weakest part in 10 degrees of gun depression state is 250 to 240 millimeters of protection, and that is in the weakest part. But it's a very slim margin unless they just want to shoot straight premium at your, what is that, like to the left and right of your gun barrel, and pen it for like 255 millimeters. It's weird. But if you're not using any gun depression at all, then they can just shoot the top of your turret above the gun for easy pens, or just up through your upper plate, because you only have 210 millimeters of protection down there when you're not angling at all. Sorry, 220 millimeters of protection. But as you can see, I'm using all the gun depression this thing offers. You can also see that I'm using food on this thing. My gun is damaged. Not really a huge fan of that, but even with it damaged, you can see it's still damn accurate. I do believe I have the steady aim on this thing to increase its accuracy by 10% as well. And with the food, in addition to the crew skill for loading time, or decreasing loading time, as well as the equipment slot for decreasing loading time, the DPM is crazy. Just don't rush it towards people, because your alpha is very low for a heavy tank, and you don't want to get caught one-on-one with mediums. Although you can out DPM them, they can very easily pen your target, They can pen your tank no problem if you're not using all 10 degrees of that gun depression. So, oh, I also have optics on this thing, because spotting things is always helpful as well. But, yeah, that concealment rating, you can't hide from much, but you might as well be able to see the people that are shooting at you. So, that's helpful, as I said before. A majority of this game is just going to be me in this little spot until I decide to move up, because I know there's a tank destroyer there. They've got 3 more left. There's a scorpion. I don't want to get bipped in the side every time I pop up, but I'm not getting detected, so I think I can move up now. Or no, I'm waiting for the light tank to actually do something productive, but he probably won't. Maybe he does. I don't know. We had to deal with that Nomad relatively early in the game. He kind of bum rushed us both. Not us and the light tank, but me and the other guy. I don't know what hit me there. It must have been the SU-130PM hiding in the back, but could have been anything. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the amount of health I have. It's nice to see that the 6th Sense icon is no longer behind the damage tracks icon. That is phenomenal. And I thank you, Wargaming Console, or North America, whoever the fuck needs to be thanked for that. But a lot of things still need to be fixed about the game. A lot of things. Like, make it so we can see our commanders on our tanks without clicking 3 different things. Or is it 2? I don't know. Everything should be displayed as it was before. Like, what's with the grayed out tanks on my screen? What does that mean? Does that mean they're still alive? Cool. I get bipped on by a Scorpion G there, almost killing me. I thought 1 hit was all I had left, but he low rolled, so that was pretty fortunate for me. Or was it an average roll? I think his alpha is 490, and then he gets bipped on because he wanted to take 1 more shot at me, so that's fine. I'm surviving. I'm going to proxy spot him over here because he's right near the cliff, and he's just not great. Yes, that tank is used for sniping, but it also has a terrible camouflage rating, so you don't want to be the last one in the battle, because you can't outspot anything unless you have a camo crew on there with every camo skill available to you. But is it really worth it for a tank like that? I don't know. Definitely worth it for the Borsig and SU-130PM, though. Holy shit. And as you can see, I did a little oopsie. I spent a little bit more money on the game, even though I shouldn't. I got some premium time. I got the season pass. Yeah, bitch at me if you want. I don't care. I'm still enjoying myself, although I will still bitch about it constantly. But yeah, 102,000 silver there, as well as a 6,400 combined damage game. Very, very good game for this tank. Definitely not going to happen every single time you play it. But if you get the right maps and the right kind of not shit team, then you're good to go. And if you're facing tier 10s, load up on the premium, because you're not going to waste any money if you have a premium account. So don't worry about it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.